The Power of Imagination. I'm Brian Withers, empowerment coach, trainer, and author. Well, I used this slide in the last video to bring complete awareness to how much we have support from the universe, all these different things, and the faculties of our own human self are enormous. And knowing how they all work together, contrast, expansion, the path, the law of expression and expansion, and the law of attraction, our inner being. There's just so much which I cover in my book, The Book of Life. But to know all the resource that's set up and working for you day and night, orchestrating things for you to receive in really joyous ways, it really is a very different life that this universe has set up from how we come to think about life. And not sure where we get off the rails, but it's time to get back on, because this is a really glorious life that we came for, all these lovely elements of the universe that are working for us, and even our own personal faculties. So we want to talk about imagination, because imagination is something that is a really powerful faculty of our human self. And what it allows us to do really is it allows us a window into vibrational reality. Now, keep in mind, faulty beliefs can steal your imagination, and they can get you using it in that direction. So if your imagination doesn't feel good, that's a faulty belief stealing your imagination. And you want to take that back. So if you have a negative emotion around imagination, you want to deconstruct that and get your imagination back in vibrational reality where it belongs. Because when you put it there, then you're going to feel, then you're going to have emotion going on in this vibrational realm. And remember, your total reality is both vibrational and physical. Physical is the stuff manifested from your energy, all of it. Vibrational is the good stuff that you want. It's the stuff that got set up by your inner being when you had contrast in your physical life. So contrast being a very wonderful celebration, and we want to treat it like that so that we process all life matters in a good feeling way. And since those desires are set up as vibrational realities, it's sometimes you hear the phrase the third eye, right? So our third eye is the one that sees into vibrational reality, and it sees it because it's real, it's on the way, it's a done deal. And sometimes we got to close our eyes, our physical eyes, because they kind of trick us. They're looking at what already has manifested, and if we don't like that thing that is manifested, and we look at it and we still don't like it, we think negative feeling thoughts about it, now this preferred experience that would take the place of that contrast, it doesn't happen because our focus is in low vibration ways, and it takes a high vibration, good feeling, positive emotional thoughts to allow the preferred version to come into physical reality and replace the version that you don't like. So you got to watch your physical eyes. They can sometimes trick you, especially, I guess you could say it like this. Faulty beliefs trick your eyes, because faulty beliefs will make you think that what's manifested is real, that's what you're stuck with, that's the way it is, and all the things that a faulty belief will tell you. And that's when you've got to say, no, I understand this is a manifestation of what my energy has been about, and now I want to focus differently. I'm thankful for the awareness of the vibration that I offered that brought this contrasting experience, and I'm very clear about what I want, and I can see that in I can see that in vibrational reality, I should say, and I can see that with my imagination, that third eye. So sometimes if you find yourself in a situation and you don't like what's going on, just remember this video and think to yourself, just sit down for a minute, take a break, take a couple of deep breaths, close your eyes, and then look at vibrational reality with that third eye, with your imagination. It's powerful, powerful stuff, because when you go there, then you are going to emotionally feel that, and it's going to remind you that the physical reality is temporary. It's always temporary. Everything physical is temporary. Now, it seems permanent because if we look at it and we offer the same vibration about it, it keeps manifesting. It's not the same manifestation. It's a renewal of the manifestation when we keep offering the energy. So, once we reconnect and remember, oh, okay, this is not permanent. This is just from a vibration I had going on. And now I'm going to focus on what it is that I want. I'm going to feel that, and I'm going to appreciate this contrast. And any physical aspects of it that are positive, I'll focus on that. But I want to get my vibration in that good feeling place. And when I do, then I'm allowing for the receiving of the thing that I want. And so it's very important that we realize that our imagination is that window into vibrational reality. And again, vibrational reality being part of our total reality. So it's not even accurate to say you don't have something. When you want something, you can't say you don't have it. That's not accurate. And when you say it, you're not going to feel good. It's going to feel like lack and absence. And the reason is your inner being is saying to you, it's not true. I'm sitting with it. I'm here in vibrational reality with that thing you asked for. And it's on its way to you. It's a done deal. All the details are set up, everything. And when you look at it and feel it, then you're a vibrational match to it. And then it can begin to move into your life as the law of attraction connects you with the details as you're choosing good feeling thoughts on anything for any reason. There's nothing specific. So let's remember our imagination is a very, very important part of our energy being. It allows us to interact with vibrational reality, and our emotion plays in there too. Our emotion will play in vibrational reality and also physical reality, and then we have our five senses in physical reality. So we want to fully understand the full capacity, the full faculties of our being, and how it lets us interact with the physical and non-physical aspects of our life. And when we utilize it, then it's so much easier to feel good all the time, because you know that whatever's going on in your life that you don't like, it's temporary, and it will get replaced as soon as you get your focus on the feeling of the thing on the way that will replace it, and plus be appreciative of it, because that contrast cause you to be clear about what you want. And usually you're going to be able to find at least one thing that you can call a positive aspect. But in the very bare minimum, you can be appreciating it because it made you aware of a vibration you had going on, and it caused you to be clear and basically asking your inner being for the new preferred experience. So we want to get our imagination booted up again, because a lot of times from growing up from a child to an adult, we get all serious. We have to be responsible and make things happen and all that stuff. And a lot of times imagination goes by the wayside as anything that's going to help us get anything that we want. And we're not using it nearly as much as we should be, because it's part of what makes our life really easy. So how do we boot that up again? Well, I would highly recommend to activate your imagination and get it really going again. Is you can use phrases like this, and I would even get up to start your day, and I would say these phrases: what if, or wouldn't it be nice, or I like the idea of. You see, those phrases tend to get you looking into vibrational reality, and there's no resistance about them because you're not making any claims about you have anything or when it's going to come, or there typically is no resistance around these statements. Like you could say, what if somebody bought me lunch today, right? Now, you're just daydreaming, you're just using your imagination. And you can be as silly or goofy as you want, and the sillier and the goofier, the better, because there's no resistance in any of that. And even though you think from faulty beliefs, you might think, oh, well, I'm just having some fun in my mind. Quite frankly, you're using your mind in a very, very powerful way when you do that. So you could say, what if a bird landed on my head today? What if I got a new job offer? Or you could say, wouldn't it be nice if somebody offered me a free lunch? Or wouldn't it be nice if I got free service on my car? Or I like the idea of seeing a bonus. I like the idea of seeing a bonus on my paycheck. You're just conjuring up situations that actually you would really like to see happen. And the thing is, if you are there for your inner being will set it up for you. As soon as you talk about it and you feel some excitement about it, just light, nothing big and heavy duty, but just some playful, some playful fun with the statement, you might just be quite surprised to see those things showing up. Because when you have that light intention, and that's what the statement does, it gives that intention, and then through your imagination, you're seeing it. You can visualize it, which means it's a vibrational reality. And if you don't do anything to block it, with other kinds of thoughts, then it absolutely can show up. So again, you can be, as silly and goofy about any of these things as you like, and quite frankly, the more you are, the better. But I would highly recommend you start activating your imagination as a very, very powerful part of your being. And anything you want to achieve or receive, whether it be in business, with relationships, with health, with finances, friendships, any kind of material wealth, you want to put your imagination to use. You want to use these statements. What if? What if I met my ideal partner today? Wouldn't it be nice to see a sign that my ideal partner was close at hand? You can just fill in the blank with anything you want. Wouldn't it be nice if I got that promotion? So you can apply it to any aspect of your life, and it will start to free you up. It'll start to get your mind back into its natural place where you're just thinking about what you want and why you want it. And you're getting out of that details game. Because as soon as you think of something and you start thinking about how it's going to come and organizing it and all the rest of it, then you're blocking it. Now, I will say, if you're thinking about, say, going on a trip, for example, and you're thinking, well, I'd like to go see something, or I'd like to get in a river and go down this river on a boat, and then you could make plans to do that, and that would be exciting, and you could make some calls. When I say details, I'm not saying we never think about things relative to what we're going to do, but we want to make sure they feel good. If we're trying to figure things out in a way that it doesn't feel good, and we're trying to make plans where we're not sure which direction to turn in, we're not sure what call to make or any of that thing, that's when you do not want to take action, and you just want to continue to feel emotionally good about it, and then let those details and ideas come to you. So it's important that you understand the difference between those two things. But I would highly recommend you get up in the morning and maybe even write these statements down so that you see them somewhere in wherever you live, that you see them, and then you write some things down. What if, and then write 2 or 3 things. Wouldn't it be nice? And write a few things down. And I like the idea of, and write a few things down. And get used to doing that every day. Because you want to train your mind to do its job and not your inner being's job. Because we grow up doing our inner being's job, which is why we have so much low vibration in our energy. Because it is not our job to do any figuring out of the how and the where and the when and the who. That is our inner being takes care of that, and our part to take care of is our present moment thought energy, and positive emotion tells us we're in alignment. So this is a very important faculty of our being, our imagination, and we want to use that, make it part of our team. We get the law of attraction, we got our inner being, and we can add in our imagination. It's just amazing elements that we have available to us to make our life flow in such easy, comfortable, satisfying, enjoyable, fulfilling ways. That's the way life is set up to be. And it's just amazing to learn this stuff now after humanity so long has been living with such a reduced version of what life is all about. What I showed in my last video was this scene here, and it's just a physical world thing. But when you look at all of the pieces, and I don't even have all the elements of the creative process on here, but even these many, you can see how many things are working in here, and we got to do our part, our human part in this creative process, and then know these other parts are filling it all in and doing what they do, so that we're constantly receiving the things that we want, and we're receiving them in really, really fun ways. So that's the video on the power of imagination. It's enormous power, and we want to get it back into good, full use, and when we do, we're going to be helping ourselves in a big way to stay in that positive focus throughout our day. And that's the real key to life, that positive focus, because that means we're flowing in high vibration energy. And when we're flowing there, then the creative process just circulates, joyous expansion, which means the contrast caused the expansion, which our inner being set up in vibrational reality, and it will just flow into our life. They're effortless. It will flow to us effortlessly. And we will receive ideas, inspired action, and timing, and all those things. But that's part of the path, and we will receive that stuff. We will be active. We will think. But again, it's all high vibration stuff. We're flowing in that high vibration stream. That's natural life. And it's so much better and easier than the old paradigm of physical-only reality. Okay, that's the video. Thanks for listening in. If you have any questions, leave them on the post, and enjoy.